Hello everyone, welcome to my new video. The year is 2448. Humans are on the verge of extinction due to a virus of their own making. But this virus has made monkeys smarter than humans, and monkeys now rule the world we live in. Decades have passed, and 3 monkeys from the Eagle clan need to find eagle eggs for tomorrow's bonding. These baby eagles will be their pets and companions for the rest of their lives, so it is very important for everyone in the clan to find an eagle egg. The trio finally finds an eagle egg, but there are only 3 eggs in the nest, and according to the law, 1 egg must always remain in the nest so soon. And Anaya take 1 egg and put it in their sacks while Noah is left empty-handed. Soon after, Noah saw another eagle nest on the cliff edge. Although it was very dangerous, Noah managed to climb up to the nest using an iron pipe that she took in her hand. Just as Noah took an egg, the mother eagle returned to the nest and attacked Noah there. Noah fell down the cliff and was saved by a branch she held at the last moment. The trio returned to their horses, but realized that their rations have been stolen. Just then, they see movement in the bushes, they throw a rock at it, and follow it as it runs away. They arrive at a tunnel. This is an area forbidden by the clan. Before they leave, they take the bloody towel they think belongs to a human and leave. The trio finally returns to the village. Noah makes her father Koro smell the bloody towel she found. Koro says it could belong to a human. Koro is an eagle trainer and leader of the clan. His eagle is an extremely rare golden-feathered sun eagle. In the evening, Noah hears noises in the room where the fish are being dried, and when he goes to check, he sees a human coming to steal food. The human quickly pushes Noah and runs off into the woods, pushing Noah. He broke Noah's egg. Noah's friends tell him to wait until next year, but Noah sets off alone at night, hoping to find another egg for the bonding ceremony in the morning. Noah sees lights and sounds of fighting in the distance, and when he goes to check, he sees that the monkeys in his clan have been killed, and a group of marauding monkeys wearing masks are attacking other monkey clans. Noah, who hears voices in the distance, immediately hides. The other marauding monkeys find Noah's horse, give Noah's horse an electric shock, and follow the horse to find the monkey village. When Noah arrived in his village, it was too late. His clan had already been attacked, and many monkeys had been killed or taken captive. Noah quickly climbed into the eagle's nest to save his father. But a marauding gorilla found Koro and told him to kneel down. When Koro refused, a fight started between them. No matter how much Noah and his father resisted, they could not defeat the gorilla. His father died there as a result of the hard blows he received. Noah was thrown down from the eagle's nest. Everyone thought he was dead too. In the morning, Noah, who survived the wreckage, looks around and sees the whole village burned to the ground and can't hold back her tears. Noah sees her father's eagle, and when she goes to him, she finds his dead body and buries him. At the grave of her father, she makes a vow to save the whole clan and bring them back. She jumps on her horse and crosses the forbidden zone and passes through an ancient human city. He finds a towel on the ground that belonged to his mother and realizes that he is on the right track. It is almost evening. He makes a small campfire and spends the night under a tree. In the morning, her father's eagle comes to her and calls her. But the eagle refuses to accept Noah, hurts her arm, and flies away. Noah sees smoke rising from the ground as he searches for the marauders and goes to check, thinking he has found a trail, but the ground he steps on suddenly collapses and he falls to the ground. And when he opens his eyes, he sees an orangutan named Raka, who mistakes Noah for one of the marauding monkeys. Noah says he is not, and that his clan has been kidnapped by them. Raka shares the same fate. Raka tells Noah that he has a high-level mission to protect the books left by the ancient people. Raka tells Noah that once upon a time, humans and apes lived together. Noah doesn't want to believe it, but Raka is intrigued by what Raka tells him. When they go to the surface, Noah sees a human next to his horse. Noah immediately kicks him out of there. Raka thinks it is a sign and decides to travel with Noah. The human has been following Noah since he left his village. In the evening, they find a ruin for camping. They light a fire and chat around it when they notice the human hiding. There, Raka throws some fruits towards him and makes him eat, then hands him a towel. Raka says that this human is smarter than the others, but Noah disagrees, saying that humans are mindless. In the morning, Raka asks the human to come with them. Noah agrees, although Noah is uncomfortable on the way. They encounter a large herd of zebras. They also discover a group of wild humans living with the zebras. Raka tells the human that he has found a herd and that his journey ends here. With Noah says that he cannot stay and must find his tribe. Rucka presents Noah with his necklace and returns to the humans. As Noah is walking away, she hears a loud noise coming from a strange pipe. It sounds like marauders, and they start attacking people. They quickly flee from there and arrive at a wooden bridge made of large tree branches. As they pass through there, they realize that it is a trap. The marauders quickly attack. May falls down from the bridge while fighting with a monkey, holding onto the ropes at the last moment. Raka jumps into the river to save her. May comes out of the water thanks to Raka, but Raka is trapped there when the ropes break. The marauders cut his rope and deliver Raka to the waters, sacrificing himself for May. Noah and May are brought as prisoners to a giant rotten freighter that the monkeys are using as a base. The monkeys separate. Noah from May. Noah finds her mother in the prison camp. May meets a man named Trevathan. Trevathan lives there comfortably in exchange for helping the monkeys. Meanwhile, loud noises ring out from the pipes, and all the monkeys gather in the square. An ape named Proiximus considers himself the king of all apes and uses all the other apes for his own purposes. Proiximus's goal is to open the doors of a military bunker left behind by humans. He believes that the technology inside will take the apes to a more advanced level. Even though he fails to open the door every day, he is determined to try until he opens the door. Then Noah is invited to a dinner by order of Proiximus. May is also there. Proiximus asks May how to open the shelter. May says she doesn't know. Proiximus asks Noah the same question, and she says no. Proiximus pulls Noah to a separate place and tells her not to trust humans. They are deceptive if she can't open those doors before humans. The monkeys will live the life of imprisonment in cages again, and sends Noah back. Noah sits on the pier watching the sea and chats with her mother, while her father's eagle flies up to Noah and lands on Noah's arm, and the eagle chooses Noah as the new clan leader. In the evening, Noah sneaks up to May and gets her out of there. May explains that she knows a way to get into the bunker before Proiximus, and she needs Noah's help. Noah says she will help her, even if it is difficult. Noah says she will help her. May makes a homemade bomb with gunpowder and places it on the beach barricade to detonate it when she gets out of there. Trevathan arrives, and May tries to convince him to join them, but Trevathan says he'll rat them out. May catches him behind his back and drowns him to death, and they throw his body into the sea. They walk along the shore at night along the bottom of the sea and make a steep climb up a high slope. May manages to get into the bunker through the air vents inside. She turns the power back on and takes a special hard disk Kai and puts it in her pocket. She then heads for the exit. She opens the door past many tanks and other vehicles, but Proiximus is waiting for them. Outside, Proiximus enters and scolds Noah a little and then thanks. Her Proiximus takes one of Noah's tribe hostage. He asks what May's plan is. May shoots the monkey with her gun and detonates the bomb she hid last night. Seawater starts to fill the military base. Noah orders his clan to climb up and saves his mother and other monkeys from drowning, but a gorilla comes after Noah. Noah escapes through a small ledge that Noah can cross, and the gorilla drowns because he can't get out, and Noah returns to his family. At that moment, Proiximus attacks Nao, beats him badly, and tells him to stay on the ground and obey his king. Noah whistles and calls the eagles to attack him. Soon after, Noah starts to rebuild his destroyed village with his clan, while May appears from afar and visits Noah. May's main goal is to kill Noah because she knows too much, but Noah gives her her own necklace as a souvenir and wishes that one day humans and apes will live together in peace, and May gives up on killing her, says goodbye to Noah, and walks away. May receives a hard disk from the military base, which she delivers to other people, and through this disk, they manage to communicate with people all over the world. Thank you for watching the summary of the movie. You can support us by subscribing and liking. Take care of yourself. See you in the next video.